tired of being shortchanged and trying to remain sane. Hopped off the plane, didn't stop all the pain. My father's still in debt and we've been struggling to pay for a bedroom up a Meekland Ave. Reach a foot, just meet and have hands tied against the odds. How you gonna even that? People from the slums once, now live in the humdrum. Mama from the barrio, so we dreaming we can stunt once. Mama, I know it's gonna be fine wherever we go, cause we know you raise school to dream and be a hero. Was an ego to an eagle, a free flow for the speak though. My pipe dreams still people, my skin so Filipino. Oftentimes my pride is satisfying high tides. We rewrote the ocean, was the day you learn to know stop. Closed eyes, fingerprint me with the most eye. Those times mama never blinked, say the old twice. I said mama we gon' make it there someday. I said mama we gon' make it there someday. I said mama we gon' make it there someday. I said mama we gon' make it there someday. I said mama we gon' make it here. I said mama we gon' make it here. San Francisco we gon' make it here. San Francisco we gon' make it here. What's a first stop to me? I've been doing this as 6-year-old, thinking on my own 2 feet. Survival, pick and go, pick a role. You can be the screamer or a sunken soul. I was a 6-year-old without a father figure role. No silver spoons or dinner rolls. So will you fold or will you go? Pretend to sing like Figaro. My people still invisible. When you the spitting image of a person that you hate. Makes sense, I'm spitting images of dawn that never breaks. Nirvana never waits, so it's upon a bitter fate. The spawn from inner hate, I never wanted to be great. I study my mother, wondering how she holds his family. That modern day salary stretched as much as it can be. Stress that keeps the shit from me. I'm just trying to fit and see. I pray for that acceptance. I can validate my sanity. I wrestle with affirmations, settle for plastic faces. After all, the stolen lands are always greener places. I said, mama, we gon' make it there someday. I said, mama, we gon' make it there someday. I said, mama, we gon' make it there someday. I said, mama, we gon' make it there someday. I said, mama, we gon' make it here. 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 At school with loose lunches, while my mama skip her lunchtime. 9 to 5, minimum wage, she got the bus line. Here I am, filling the page, waiting to brush rhymes. Till I'm there in the day, I'm getting cosign. Snare rolls on punchlines, to payrolls on punch time. We take shows like crunch time, we read those like front lines. My life on these lines, cause we never had lifelines. So these days, I'm scared of what might go through my mind. Flow like Rizal and I'm writing like Hagedorn mixed with Dawn. My baller now watches the page horns, in my name and text porn. Come to make your face form in ways you never made. Born from another place, thorns couldn't break away. Am I just a breakaway? Being center stage, off the page, or will I fade away? Never been the time to say, scared of what I have to face. All I ever knew is being me, so all I ever need to say is, I said, mama, we gon' make it there someday. I said, mama, we gon' make it there someday. I said, mama, we gon' make it there someday. I said, mama, we gon' make it there someday. I said, mama, we gon' make it here someday. I said, mama, we gon' make it here someday. I said, mama, we gon' make it here someday. I said, mama, we gon' make it here. Once again, make some noise for all our mamas in the audience today. And all our mamas who might not be with us today as well. When I wrote this song someday, I wanted it to be a conversation, a personal conversation between me and my mother, to let her know that all the sacrifices she made, all the dreams, all the goals that she had for me and my sister were coming true, and that she did a wonderful job. And the least that I could do is to honor her in my work. If y'all could join me right now, put a one up in the sky, or hold your hand up in the sky like this. I don't know about y'all, San Francisco, but I know for me, it's been feeling really heavy these days. I've been feeling really heavy right here. When I look around, not just within our community, but also outside of our community, there's so many things right now that's trying to steer us in the wrong direction, in the direction of hate, in the direction of displacement, in the direction of making people feel less than they are. Make this as a promise to ourselves right here in this beautiful community here in the Bay, that we're gonna continue to combat that, and to challenge that and change that course of direction so that we meet that hate with love and that we tell people that they belong here. That the Bay Area is home for everybody, yeah? And make this as a promise to ourselves today that whatever it is that you've been feeling right here, whether it's pain, it's ache, it's love, it's joy, remind ourselves that joy and love is also resistance. I want to say I'm so proud to be from the Bay. I'm so proud to be able to represent and bring our band across stages like this and to bring it back home here with y'all. So make this as a promise to ourselves that whether it takes you a couple weeks from now, a couple months, or even several years from now, that we're gonna get to that point, to our journey someday. Someday. We gon' make it there someday. I said, Mama, we gon' make it there someday. I said, Mama, we gon' make it there someday. I said, Mama, we gon' make it here someday. I said, Mama, we gon' make it here someday. I said, Mama, we gon' make it here someday. Look at us, Mama. Yeah, we made it here today.